Baby. What's up, YouTube? Hey, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land in the crypto sphere? Yeah, y'all know how we do. There is a freaking Whitney Houston NFT drop on one of right now, you guys. Oneof.com. Oh, I got to echo because I
Oh,
have to
I
cut
can
off.
hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just thought. Sorry, you guys. I had YouTube up at the same time. I
Oh
had this up.
no, what is my
I'm in a Twitter
login?
space. I'm like multitasking like heck. It's just absolute insanity. Let me cut this Twitter space off.
Corey, dude, what is going on? Hey, let me tell
Oh,
you what Corey told me like a few days ago. I am not getting any more NFTs. That's it. I'm focusing on my crypto.
you
No more
believe that?
NFTs.
You believe
Yes,
that?
she's got spaces going in her headphones. She's streaming, buying NFTs. Like, what's happening?
Welcome to the wild, wild west of crypto, NFTs, and Web3, y'all. I'm so happy to be here with you. And y'all know because things change in the space at any moment, a plan can change. And yes, Sean, go Crow. We got some news about Crow today.
Heck yeah.
And hey, Big Dallas, what is up? And I Big Dallas says, yes, son, I feel you. 77 browsers open because stuff is always happening. And you gotta
Yes.
get in. I heard about this Whitney Houston first edition drop tonight. More are to come. So if you do not have an account on oneof.com, and it's spelled exactly ONEOF.com,
Yeah.
go there because this 300 right now, they're selling out quickly, but there will be another drop. This is just the first edition. Welcome to another edition of Around the Clock.
You know what's
Cryptonairz,
really
ladies of crypto, or the coolest ladies in crypto. Thanks for being here. Look, everybody left because that's all good. I'm happy. If you all can get it, get it. But like I said, if you have an account with one of, it's easy to set up a credit card. They do take credit cards to buy their NFTs with. I happen to be a big Whitney Houston fan in terms of her singing and her talent, and I really miss her being in the world, that voice in the world. And yes, I had to make sure that I got one. So it is what it is, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We do business and we multitask, and that's what you have to do if you want to be successful in this crypto world that we live in. Is it? It's exactly like that. Sorry, my wife is talking to me. What? It's an NFT. It's an NFT.
she's
So
probably
she's like, "You
like,
bought
this
Whitney
lady
Houston?
lost her
What?"
mind.
Yeah, so it's all good, you guys. But yes, they're doing it now, but they will be doing another drop. They're just doing this tonight. They were in the BIPOC LGBTQ Twitter space tonight, and there was only a few people in there to give them a heads up. So I'm giving you a heads up that is there. So if you could get one, get one. My wife is like, I want one.
Don't be like Allison. Make sure you write your
I did tell Allison
account
earlier, so
information
Allison don't
for.
have no excuse.
Allison has
But
also forgot her account information for one
oh
of.
my God, girl. See, that's why I use like one of three passwords. I know it's gonna be one of those three.
Wait a minute, Corey.
I'm just saying, no, it's all good. People do what you have to do for your own security. You know, you guys, I'm so sorry.
I don't
Everything
even
is
know what to
everything.
say.
Let's look at the markets, y'all. Let's go to the markets while Allison's trying to get that NFT drop and see what is happening there. Uh I'm on Crow, and let me refresh for the latest and the greatest. And you guys will know why I am looking at Crow right now at 54 cent. What were we talking about last night, Allison? Were we not talking about Crow? And if you ain't on crypto.com, Crow, why don't you have some? Uh, our Big Dallas said it's sold out already.
Great.
But that's
You know why
okay.
I
That's
couldn't figure
okay.
out my information was because it was in Safari and I stopped using Safari. Whatever.
Sorry,
It's
but guess
okay.
what? Like I
It's
said,
okay.
that's just the first drop. There will be more to come of this
The
very
first
same
drop is the
one.
only drop that matters. We all know. Moving on to the next. On to the next.
But
On
it's
to the
by
next.
the same very renowned African American graphic artist Diana Sinclair. So the rest of them that will be coming out past this first
Great.
300 is still the same. It's still the same NFT. There is a one of one being offered by a song never before heard. Of course, you have to
Never
have,
gonna make
if
it.
if you got the pockets now for this, you guys, you can still go on and apply to qualify, because you have to qualify to get this NFT, because y'all already know that the price is going to be real spicy. And as it should, because it's a song that Whitney recorded when she was 17 years old.
Oh
Never
man,
before
I'm
heard.
really never gonna
And
make
the
it.
person who buys the one of one, not that NFT we talked about, you ain't getting nothing but the NFT for the 300 edition. The person who buys this one of one, which is auctioned, it will be auctioned, will get that song included with the NFT, you guys. So yeah, if you got deep pockets, if you know somebody that got deep pockets and
I
a big
do.
Whitney Houston friend, then get them
How
on
much
them.
you want to
Let them
bet?
know.
How much you want to bet that Pleaser Dow is gonna try to get it?
I bet you're right, because it is definitely a one of, and it's a song never before heard that would fit their pattern and their model.
Yeah,
If they did
she's
do that.
obviously a big music fan, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's speaking to the rest of the Dow. Like, should we try to get this? We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who ends up with that, and we will report back right here on this YouTube channel who ends up getting that, or if not who, definitely what they paid for it. That will be known. So yeah, just dropping that for you guys. Always make sure that you get your one of account verified, because you never know what great stuff they're just starting out in the space. Literally, Allison turned us on to this. I think it was back in August. Was it
I don't remember.
sometime when it
It was
was
in the
still hot?
summer.
It was
Yeah.
in the summertime when they were doing those free NFTs for the concert that they were streaming, and I got a bunch of those. And you guys, yes, one of has big future plans, so definitely keep an eye on that platform. And it's easy and user friendly because they use Tezos, which is not as expensive as ETH. You can do ETH, but why would you if you could do Tezos? And they also use just regular credit cards, which is awesome. So I love it. I'm here for it. All here for that. So let's look at the regular markets. I know I was looking at Crow, but yes, we were talking about Crow and why Crow is shot so high today. Allison, you want to tell them?
Yes, probably by the time our show airs, it is 8 o'clock Eastern. You all know that today it was announced Crypto.com. Well, the Staples Center in LA will be renamed on Christmas Day, the Crypto.com Center. This is a 20-year deal. So, yeah, keep stacking that crow, because if you think you missed it, because it's now 54 cents, this is nothing yet.
And how much was it yesterday when we were telling people to go get it?
I think it was like 42,
Okay,
40
you
something.
guys, so it's already increased like 10 cents. So let's get it. Let's get it. It's still at a price point that is a good entry level for most of us. Just stack some. Do what you need to do.
I mean, try to
Not
buy on the
financial
red if you
advice.
can, but
Not financial advice, but just saying. So let's look at the rest of the markets and see what's happening. I know it was looking red earlier today, but things are looking up, you guys.
yeah, things are moving a bit.
Bitcoin at, let me make sure that is the latest and the greatest. Let me refresh one more time. $60,793, down 6.6% for the 7-day average, but up 1.4% for the 24-hour range. Ethereum still in the number 2 spot at 43.38. Binance Coin still holding on at number 3 at 586, down 4% for the 7 days. Solana at 222. Down 4.6% for the week, but up 1.9% for the 24 hours. Cardano in the number 6 spot at $1.89. You guys, XRP fam, we got triple digits there, 111. Minus 6.7% for the 7 days, but up 1.9% for the 24-hour period. And of course, you guys know what we're going to do next. And let's take a look at Strong token. And Strong, not immune from what's been happening with crypto, but at 664 92. So depending on when you got in, strong, still looking strong. But if you want to get in, you have a good entry level here. Strong a couple of weeks ago was at its all-time high of over $1,200. At 664, you need 10 of these to build a node. So if you got some money put by and you're looking to get passive income, strong is still a good play during this pullback.
We also heard some rumblings, Strong and Avalanche. What?
Oh, that's right, you guys. I mentioned they have a lot of awesome partnerships um, with Avalanche, with Sentinel. So many things that they have announced. If you join their Telegram group, there's a lot of people, including this
Wait, did they
Discord.
formally announce an Avalanche partnership?
No, I think that was just rumors or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
stuff.
just
But
rumblings. I just wanted to clarify because that's what
yeah,
I saw myself. But I saw it in a different place. I didn't see it in Strong. That's why I was asking.
yeah, but make sure you check their Telegram group. Has the CEO himself, David Moss, comes in there on the regular. And he's been on our show as well. If you want to go back through the Cryptonairz channel and check out the David Moss Strong AMA, please do so. We had an awesome AMA here last night with our own Draco, who interviewed the Heck DAO, one of the Heck DAO folks. And it is a really informative one. Again, looking for ways to make passive income. Make sure you go back and watch that video, you guys. That was from last night, right before our stream. You can join our Discord and get all of that alpha dropped way before it hits YouTube at cryptonairz.com. You can join with the NAIR25 discount code and to get 25% off the life of your subscription, any level.
And I would do that sooner rather than later. Just saying.
Yeah. And more alpha, you guys, more alpha.
Corey, why don't you take a look at Gala?
Oh my God. How could I forget
How could
Gala?
you forget your own bag?
I was talking, it has dropped since earlier today. I think the highest that I saw Gala at was 25 cent. It may have gotten, I'm going to check. Let me just check.
It was up like 93% for the day for the 24
Yeah,
hour.
Gala did a run. And you guys, what have we told you on this show about gaming tokens, metaverse tokens, tokens that are associated with gaming NFTs that have a strong team and a strong use case? Gala's one of those. Gala has nodes. I remember when Gala first started their nodes, you could get a node for $4,400.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
those
remember when
nodes
I was
are,
like, oh, that's too expensive. I'm
yeah,
not going to get that.
see, that's the mindset. Those nodes are now upwards of $30,000 to get a Gala node. And yes, you guys, it is at 22 cent. Still early, 22 cent, up 90.6% right now for the day. Let's look at Gala's all-time high was 26 cent, and that was earlier today. So yes, it did break above that. I got a nice bag of Gala, and I'm happy that I got Gala early on.
You really did.
That team is awesome. So if you're looking for a good gaming play, not financial advice, do your own research, but definitely check out Gala token.
Do they have like a voxel world for Gala? It's like
They
a
do.
voxely. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks cool. I like how that looks.
Yes.
I
It
would
is
mess
cool.
around with that. I've mentioned before, I'm not a big gamer, but I am interested in things that look like that.
Yeah,
So.
don't give me the game, give me the token. And hey, Joshua, shout out to you and to Jazz
Hi, Jazz.
Fresco. How are you guys? But yes, I'm looking at the games in terms of what they represent in the crypto space. If they have a token, if they have NFTs, if the game is advanced and not just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
But
And
Gala's
there
been
are
building
some of
out their
those
game for a
floating
long
around.
time. Oh, there's a lot of those fluttering around. But Gala, you guys, the original creator of, anybody remember Farmville and Facebook? I used
Yep.
to be big. Now, see, I did like Farmville. It was some kind of kitchen dash or some kind of kitchen game.
Oh my God.
One of the guys from Zynga, which is a big game developer, already established, is the person who started Gala. So there you go. So he has a very experienced team. They've already built very highly successful and lucrative games. So that's what you want to look for, is that kind of foundation. You guys, they already have the platform out there. They already have the experience in gaming world. I believe that right now it's Townstar is the big game over at Gala, but there are many more. They just dropped Spider Tanks a couple of months or so ago. And hey, Bees Social Bees Social TV, welcome. We love you guys.
Corey is all
Yeah.
over the place today. Please forgive her. She's a
Oh
little
yeah, I'm so
excited about her Whitney
excited
Houston NFT.
today. Yes, I am. I'm so excited today. Joshua, if you would drop your Twitter handle in the chat, and people, everybody follow him, follow him, follow him. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and post a link to the Bees NFT drop as well.
I
If
do
you
have
want,
a link
please
to
feel free.
the Bees Discord in the description box, so make sure you go get in their Discord. That is in the description box below this video. So jump into their Discord. It's some awesome people. When I say find your tribe, that's a great tribe of people there. So what story do you want to cover first, Allie?
I don't know. I feel like we have a bunch of good news today. It doesn't matter to me. I'm prepared for any of them. I don't have anything pulled up on my screen,
Okay,
so
no
we're just
cool.
gonna
I mean,
have
you
to
know, I
rely on
got
your screen sharing.
everything, but I
Yeah.
thought maybe there was one. Let's do this MetaMask one,
Okay.
since that one is on our thumbnail, you guys. And Allie found this news today. There have been rumblings and rumors, and I'm going to let her talk about what those are and why we think this is important news.
Yeah, if you could just give me 1 second
Sure, no problem.
for that particular article, I would like to have that on my screen as well, because sometimes I'm like squinting to read off there.
No
I think that you
problem.
can zoom in here, but I don't know how to do it yet. I've seen people, so I'm gonna have to figure that out in StreamYard, how you can zoom in.
While she's pulling
Uh,
that up, let's just
Jet,
read the headline there. Ethereum giant Consensus, valued at $3.2 billion on the strength of MetaMask, you guys, and Infura. They raised $200 million from Coinbase Ventures, HSBC, which you guys know is a household financial name, and others at a time when its core products, MetaMask and Infura, are flourishing.
Okay, so there's a few things that are important to note here in this specific article. In general, when you're talking about Consensus, they actually have their their company broken down into two divisions, and I just want to get to the right paragraph because it's really important to note the differences, because this is where I think something's going to happen here, and it's going to benefit all of us. Fingers crossed, I hope. So they did raise all of this money, and that's coming fresh off the heels of the $65 million raise from JP Morgan and MasterCard. That was earlier in the year, roughly 6 months ago, according to this article. Their bread and butter is MetaMask and Infura. If you don't know what Infura is, it's a node service. It is nothing like Strong Block. It's similar, but it doesn't involve retail. It's not for us. It's for developers and projects that need a node. It's node as a service for them. And here, this article goes into mention that I'm just trying to find the correct article, the correct paragraph. I should have highlighted. I also don't know how to do that either. It's unfortunate. This is
We
what
live and
happens when
learn.
you're when you are balancing two jobs. Okay, so here we go. The company has split into two corporate entities, and they did that in early 2020. One is called Consensus Software, and it's focused on MetaMask and the company's other software products. And another one called Mesh that maintains Consensus's traditional role as an investor and incubator. And the CEO is quoted here as saying he plans to remain CEO of both entities, both sides. So we mentioned that they raised $65 million earlier in the year, and then they just have this fresh money here. I think that although this is an opinion, okay, analyzing this article in my own opinion, so you could do what you want with it. We're all already using, most of us are already using MetaMask anyway. The article says, in the coming year, Lubin says the software branch of Consensus plans to expand a new division focused on NFTs and potentially software development tools for gaming and other content. As for the longer term, Consensus has no immediate plans to follow in the footsteps of fellow crypto giant Coinbase by going public. According to Morris, the company may do so one day, but is waiting in part on regulators to permit an IPO process that includes token sales. We'd
Wow.
prefer to become a public company using our own tools and ecosystem rather than an old-fashioned listing on NASDAQ. As for building brand awareness, one of the company's two main priorities, Consensus doesn't plan to emulate sports marketing strategy of FTX, and that's not really their style. If
Yeah, because
Consensus
you
had
guys know
sport,
FTX Sam Bankman-Fried, who just also put his name on an arena and on a basketball team's jerseys, that he or a college team, I think it was. But yes, he's very sports oriented. FTX
yeah.
seems to be, yeah. So
Okay,
MetaMask is saying they're not doing that. They're not
so
going that
this
route.
is where we get into how I am interpreting this article, and I'm not the only one thinking this way. We have talked in the past this week, I know we talked about it last week, that we think it's possible that MetaMask can have an airdrop, and they are mentioning they would like token sales. They're waiting on regulators to have some more clarity on what a process could look like for them. So the fact that they don't want to go public with an IPO off like a traditional, basically they don't want to do what Coinbase did. Coinbase can never have a token drop now. They're a publicly traded company.
Right.
If they were to have one, I have no idea how something like that could look. That's the same like internal dilemma I have about Twitter. Twitter is also a publicly traded company. And there's been rumblings like, oh, what if Twitter, they're trying to move to be um, a Web3 social platform? How does that work as you're now a publicly traded company? So you have investors to answer to. You can't also do a token drop. But MetaMask is now Consensus is now on the record saying they're not going that route. They've also said that an airdrop is not off the table. So I would continue to use MetaMask, and I would continue to open multiple wallets and do whatever you can in there when you have some spare time. Do different activities. Don't
Swap.
just yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Do different activities. Don't just send money here and there, or send cryptos here and there using MetaMask. Make sure you use the swap feature because that is a revenue generating activity for Consensus. So if you are giving them money, if you're doing swaps through them and they're taking a cut of that, it only makes sense if they are to have an airdrop that they would reward the people that are rewarding them by swapping with their service instead of going on Uniswap or 1inch or wherever or any of the other swaps that are available. So this is just something to think about. It's an interesting article, but the end of the article is what I found the most interesting. And they raise all of this money, but I don't think that matters because they're not going public. So I think that this airdrop is still on the table. In my mind, it is still on the table. And I mentioned that Bankless wrote an outstanding newsletter maybe a couple of weeks ago with their top 25 or 50 things that they thought might have an airdrop. And MetaMask is right at the top of their list. So, yeah, a few of the things that were on that list, including Paraswap and ENS, they've already had their drops. So,
Hello, people. Hello. Pay attention to what's trending and what's happening in the space.
yeah, I would
Look at the
definitely,
patterns, and sometimes you got to read between the lines when you read these articles.
yeah, I
It's
would
not
definitely,
guaranteed, not financial advice, but I'd rather be, safe than freaking sorry. Especially if you didn't get that ENS airdrop. So what can it hurt to use MetaMask to swap a few things? Not a
Yeah.
dang thing. You're using it anyway. So what the heck?
Yep. I mean, I am consistently using it because hello, strong. That's exactly how I
How you
operate
get
through
down?
there. Yeah. Um, it's just easier for me mostly because I'm lazy. I just do it all in one place.
Hello.
And hey, who knows? I might get an airdrop for being lazy. Win.
The first time lazy is not the first time
It is
laziness has been
definitely not
rewarded
the
in the
first
crypto
time.
space, for sure. But Sheldon is asking a question about the Wax blockchain, and he has some Hot Wheels. He was lucky enough to get them Hot Wheels because a lot of people in our Discord were trying and didn't get lucky. So if you got them,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Hold on to them. Let's look at the price of Wax right now, you guys, because
it's been moving the past week. It is up. Well, I
yes.
don't know about today. I haven't looked at it today. It has been up. I'm definitely interested in Wax. I think it's finally getting into its groove and things are moving over there.
Hmm.
NFT projects continue, well, mostly pack drops. It's also easy to make your own NFT and drop it on Wax. And the community is very active and loyal there. It's essentially gasless. It's pretty much free. It's not free, but it's pretty much free. Um, Compared to Ethereum, everything's pretty much free. But
Oh
um,
my God, yes.
yeah, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing a pack drop on Wax myself. That was that dead happy Chris, the Simpsons art, Chris in parentheses, the Simpsons artist. It's just such a weird name to go by, but I'm going to be purchasing packs on there uh before long. It's tomorrow. There was a promo drop today, but I didn't get that. I was too busy at work. So yeah, I'm participating there. I like it.
Yeah,
Um
I'm bullish on Wax. A lot of people in our Discord are bullish on Wax, and we've been talking about game tokens and things that are built on NFTs and moving into the metaverse. Wax is definitely one of those blockchains that's prepping to do that, you guys. I didn't get the only thing I have on Wax is that Power Ranger drop they did a couple of weeks ago. We
yeah,
turned some people on to it in our Discord, and I got that. And I think as they become, interoperable and they're able to scale and you can move your NFTs and do different things with them and their marketplace is built out, you guys look at some of the other tokens that are comparable to Wax, like Sand, for example, and look where that went. And I do know that, Wax has, I think they have some land in the Sand metaverse kingdom there. So yes, I agree with you, Sheldon,
wait, what?
that
Sand
he
metaverse.
said game tokens and social tokens are becoming one and the same due to the metaverse. So yes, if you want to work and do whatever you want to play in the Wax metaverse, you're going to have Wax tokens to play. If you want to play over in Sand, you're going to have Sand tokens to play over there. So yes, you guys, look for these. The Mana, Decentraland, same thing. So these kinds of coins do have a good use case, and as Allison said, a built-in community. So yeah, bullish.
We do have another mod. One of our other mods, I think, has also picked up multiple pack drops over there on Wax, Dallas. I think
Yep.
he was telling us yesterday or the day before, maybe in the chat on stream. Tomorrow will
So
be my
guys,
first one. So
hey, congrats.
if I get it, don't say congrats.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Let's be positive. And look at this one, guys. We wanted to tell you this yesterday, but we didn't get to share this news yesterday because we tried to cut it short because the AMA ran a bit long. But Brave has launched a new browser. So those of you who haven't downloaded Brave yet, why haven't you? You can download Brave and get BAT or attention tokens. Why haven't you done that already? I mean, free money is, it's always good. But they've launched their own crypto wallet, apparently to combat fake extensions. Speaking of
This
possible
is
things
well
that could
needed.
be airdropped, you never know. Get that Brave wallet, y'all. So that's
This
that
is
yesterday.
this was well needed because there was a lot of fake extensions, and I've heard of people thinking they get the real um They get the real extension. Turns out it's fake, and well, we know what
Yeah.
happens from there, unfortunately. So be really careful when you're downloading those web wallets.
Yeah, these scammers be scamming, and that's what they do. And just the news earlier that we shared about, and I know you guys have seen this all over everywhere, about the Staples Center in Los Angeles being renamed Crypto.com. Just wanted to show you that headline quickly. And Allison said it should be right around Christmas time, possibly,
Yes,
that you'll see
yes.
that name change. But that is big news for Crow.
That's a
So
really big deal.
reiteration, Crow, CRO. Crypto.com. If you don't have a Crypto.com account, get you.
Now, I have seen some debate on crypto Twitter about why is everyone so excited about when FTX does something like this or crypto.com. These are highly centralized marketplaces where people are buying cryptos. Yes, they are, and I understand for some of you that is not appealing. But you know what it is appealing, or you know what's appealing? Bringing new people into crypto. And sports has massive outreach. And when people see their favorite athletes on a commercial for FTX or their favorite basketball team, now the arena is going to be called crypto.com arena, or like I think they have wrestling and Formula One and baseball. It's just going into all the sports. This brings more people into crypto. And in order for those cryptos to keep going up, we need more people coming in. We need to spread the word about cryptocurrencies and what they can do for us, our lives, and the future of the world. And to do that,
100%, you
we
guys.
need
You
new
got to get
people
that
to talk to about
mainstream.
it.
We
So
got to get, it's a new blood. You got to get new blood. In any industry, constantly needs new blood to grow, to expand. Yes, I know there are a lot of decentralized maximalists out there. I understand that, but you guys, what you have to understand is that there will not be a completely decentralized cryptosphere because the government, and it is what it is. So we got to make this hay while the sun is yet shining, you guys. I say that all the time. Yes, it is good morning, but we don't know when the night will come. So we're working right now to make the gains that we need to make because of whatever is happening. We don't know that crypto is going to remain totally decentralized, and it looks like realistically that not going to happen. So yes, there might be a fight between those who want, to keep it, or keep it mostly decentralized, and those who are coming in from the legacy financial system trying to adopt crypto or bring it in under their control. And at this point in time, that latter one is what's happening. So, where can you make your gains? That's what you need to look at. Don't get blindsided by tribalism and some mantra that is not serving you. So be flexible. Flexibility is key in being successful in any
thank
industry.
thank you so much, Crypto Draco, for the $50 super chat. We really appreciate that, and also thoroughly enjoyed your AMA yesterday.
It was
Corey
awesome.
mentioned it at the beginning of the show, so we'll mention it again. If you didn't check it out, we have an AMA yesterday with Hector Dow, and there's some fantastic information. And if you listen all the way to the end, you might hear a little alpha there that
Get
had
in,
exclusive alpha that had not been released anywhere else.
except here at Cryptonairz. So you guys, speaking of, government uh, involvement, it seems that the Justice Department has seized $56 million worth of crypto in a massive Bitcoin investment fraud case, and that they or will be selling that off. Those of you who may know where these auctions take place, I used to know a long time ago, but I don't know now. But this was from the BitConnect scam, if people remember that, from 2017, where the promoters swindled the investors out of $2 billion. So hopefully those victims actually got some restitution, but it seems like they're selling off $56 million worth of this cryptocurrency.
Well, that's what the
Yeah.
auction is for.
Oh, yes, to pay back the
Yeah.
victims of the scam. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they will probably won't get 100% back, but I'm sure that they will appreciate getting anything back at all. So that's always a nice bonus after being scammed.
Yeah, I hear you, I Big Dallas. I had said that I was gonna stop messing with NFTs so I could get my crypto
She
bags,
lied. She
but I
lied.
lied. You guys keep bringing all these great projects to the table, so I'm again,
Well,
it's
Corey,
diversify.
did you get in on Constitution DAO? This is the
I
question.
I did not, because when you said get in now, I literally was driving, and by the time I got home to internet that could connect, it was done. So I was like, dang.
No,
So
you
you
can
like
still
no.
get in Constitution DAO.
I thought somebody told me they reached their goal and it was done. That was what somebody
Oh
said
no,
in the
they did. They
Discord.
did reach their goal. They've extended it multiple times.
Oh,
Okay, so if you want to pull up the article we have tonight for Constitution DAO, that's cool. The way that it was working, they wanted to raise $20 million
oh, I see it.
so that they had a shot at bidding. They thought that was the price that it was going to go for, $20 million. Um, but is it going to be a bidding war? No one knows. So, excuse me, every time they would make a goal, they're meeting it and then they raise it, and then they're meeting it and then they're raising it. Like they've raised $20 million in 24 hours. It's absolute insanity what's happening.
Yeah,
And
when I looked at it last, it was like 27 million
when
at
you
that point.
make your contribution, you can yeah, so 25 million, if that was the end, how did it get to 27? Because you can still
That's what
contribute.
I'm saying. Yeah, but when I got home, somebody in the Discord said, no, it's too late. So I was like, okay, I missed that. But I will check after the stream to see.
Yeah. Okay, so and then when you make your commitment or contribution, whatever you want to call it, you can leave like a little message or a picture or something. And on the Discord, it shows like all the messages that that people are leaving, and it's actually so cool. You have people from all around the world leaving. There's some funny messages, of course, like meme type material, but there's really touching messages about immigrants that came to the U.S. There's even foreigners. I read someone from India was saying like an Indian owning a piece of the Constitution. Like, how crazy is this?
Wow.
Yeah, it was just there's some really cool stuff in there. And if you go on the server, I'll have to open it up over here and see exactly what that channel is called. But there's some really touching things in there. So that auction is, what is today? That auction's tomorrow actually at Sotheby's. Um, it's very exciting. I'll be honest, guys, when I told you about this, I think I started talking about it Saturday. I found it when I was sitting in a parking lot because I was just like paralyzed in the situation I was in. And so I was just wasting time in a parking lot, scrolling through Twitter, and I stumbled across someone saying, as a joke, okay, him and his friends thought someone heard about this auction, and oh, what if we could create a DAO and buy this copy of the Constitution? Um, I don't even think in their wildest dreams they thought that this was actually going to be a possibility. And right now, this is a really big possibility level of excitement here in that channel. I know that we've been talking about it. We first mentioned it Monday, maybe, Corey.
Hmm.
Yeah, Monday, I think. And we talked about it again yesterday.
And now
And
it's already a freaking reality, you guys. That's how quick things happen in this space. They've raised over $20 million in like 72 freaking hours. It's amazing.
they
It's
have
crazy.
quality advisors. This is serious. Although it's coming together very quickly, it is very serious. They're buying one of the most important documents in the history of this country, at least, and definitely in the history of democracy itself. And like, how ironic that the people are banding together to buy the people's document, the Constitution. Like, it's very exciting. I love history. And the fact that I might own it, I'm gonna own like a sliver of a letter. Like, I'll
Oh
write like
my
a dash of a
gosh.
W, like just one little line of a W. But you'll get tokens
She's
when it
geeking out. She's geeking
fractionalizes
out.
it.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I'm just very excited. And you can still participate. So if anyone is interested, please go to Twitter and Constitution DAO will get you to all the links that you need to go. It will direct you to their website. I don't want to say the website out loud because I did misspeak and then scams. Just the official Twitter account is Constitution DAO. You will get all the official links there. You can go right into their Discord from their website. Yeah, it's very exciting. And I'm sorry, Corey, did you want to bring that article up again?
No.
It's okay. I can grab it. No problem. If
I
you
was
already
just gonna
closed it,
say
it's not a
like
big
the
deal.
other I did. The other buzzword for this is DAO. And Gabe, shout out to Gabe in our Discord. He was talking about how there are seasons in crypto, and this season, the buzzword is DAO. And it's one that Americans are very, what's the word I want to use? Not hesitant, but yeah, kind of, because of all this business with securities and the SEC, and all of the FUD that's been created around DAOs if they're not done, properly and correctly. So, but that's the thing that, is, and maybe we'll actually do a special about DAOs next week. Maybe we'll look into
We could
that.
do that. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys watch out for that.
Okay, so just some important small details about this. You're probably wondering, like, how can you get a copy of the Constitution? There are actually 13 known copies that have survived the original print run. There were 500 originally printed after the text was settled at the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. And the copy that is for sale is one of only 2 that are not held in the collection of an institution. And this group of friends, they want this document publicly displayed, not hidden in the archives of wherever. So yeah, if you go to the Discord, you will see all of the people that are involved. You were able to sign up to participate if you have a special skill set. They were looking for volunteers, like as every DAO does when they're originally organizing. Like if you're good at marketing, if you're good in social media, if you're good with finances, meaning like, are you an accountant or are you a tax lawyer? There's a document that you can fill out and offer to volunteer for the DAO. And if they do not win this auction, it's important to note that you will receive your money back. And the second most important thing to note is this is a 13 sig wallet, and 13 people, a multi-sig wallet with 13 individuals attached as signers. And for any transaction to happen, 9 of the 13 people must sign. So I feel there's always a risk involved in any type of investment that we go into. But for me personally, I feel confident knowing that this is a multi-sig situation and the people have been named publicly with links to their social media profiles where you can learn more about them and the backgrounds that they have. Some of the people there are the people that came up with the idea, and other people are people that specialize in working with DAOs. So yeah, this is actually really starting to gain some steam. It's really getting press now. I've seen multiple articles about it. The one that Corey brought up from BBC, when she was screen sharing just a few moments ago, this article was just published 7 hours ago. And I mean, we've been talking about this I've been talking about it since Saturday, but on stream since Monday. So when we find out about cool opportunities like this, we'll do our best to get the information to you. But this is like a really fluid situation. This DAO was organized like 5 days ago. So things are evolving and changing. And for the most up-to-date information, it's always best to go to the project itself. Again, you can get to the Discord server from the Twitter account, which will link you on to their website. You can get to it there. That was really wordy, but I just wanted to make sure I said those things. Like, this is a changing situation. The auction is tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen, but things are looking good. And I would be really upset if Pleaser DAO comes out of nowhere and tries to swoop in and steal this. I will be really upset. That would be really bad press for, like, it wouldn't be cool if they did that. I don't think they're going to.
I don't either.
But now a whale could do it.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah. fingers crossed. I'm feeling good about it. It's exciting.
And we were just talking to you guys about the SEC and DAOs, and we're always talking about what could possibly happen with regulation. But yes, they do continue their scrutiny of DeFi products, as well as uh, the exchanges here in the good old US of A. But BlockFi, you guys, BlockFi was coming under some heat in different states for offering high yield assets. So they're now under SEC review for offering high yield Bitcoin, Ethereum products. Go figure. But yes, they are facing scrutiny from the SEC, and then they have had, as I mentioned, months of pushback from other states: Texas, New Jersey, Alabama, Kentucky, and Vermont. And you guys all know what this is. It's the old legacy system, trying to make sure that they have no competitors. Because if the mass public, or the public, knew that there was a product out there where they could make 10, 20, 30 times what they're making going through a traditional bank, who's eating up their money with fees and ridiculous middleman costs, do you think that people wouldn't go and pull out all their money market money and all of these things and do something different? So they're just trying to make sure that, and this is so easy because people can go on the BlockFi platform, or whatever platform it is that you use, go online, do your learning curve for crypto, and you're running. And so yes, they don't want this and companies like this to prosper, because it means that they're going to be cutting into their share of the pie, and that's a pie that they do not want to split there. So it's a sad
I
situation, but this is what's happening.
I just had the most brilliant idea. And I got this idea I'm looking at your ad or your article, and I see this ad in the corner. What if someone created like an advent calendar, and it was like NFTs and cryptos, and you bought it kind of like a blind box scenario, not knowing what you were going to get, but behind the scenes they had organized for every single day. You're either getting an NFT, you're getting an airdrop of cryptos. It would be like, oh
Oh,
god,
now
that would be
somebody's
so
just
good.
gonna steal that idea because you said
There's
it
no
wrong.
way that I have the ability to make that happen. So if someone watching does, feel free to take that idea, and then make sure you put me on the white list because I want to buy it.
Oh, but you guys, y'all know what we're saying here is that yes, this is why centralization of DeFi to a certain degree and crypto is going to happen, because this literally disrupts everything that we know, or that people know, and the old systems and way of doing business, and the powers
Excuse
that
me.
be have sat up and taken notice now that crypto um, has hit almost a $3 trillion market share.
That's just in the
No.
US though.
Yeah, well, believe me, they're trying to get these other countries online. We just did an article here, not just, but maybe a couple of months back, where we talked about Gary Gensler going over to Europe to talk to them about making
Good
sure that
old
they're in
Goldman
line
Gary.
with what we're doing here in the States. So it's not just in the States. It's going to be, unfortunately, this is going to spread. It's worse in the United States than anywhere else now. But believe me, they're trying to bring the rest of the world as we know it, at least those quote unquote first world countries, on board with this.
I saw an article yesterday that I probably bookmarked it on Twitter, but I have like a million bookmarks there, that Barbados is creating an embassy in the metaverse.
Really? That's
Hmm.
cool. That is
But
very
they're
cool,
not
you
the only
guys.
ones. South Korea is doing something similar. It's not South Korea is not making an embassy per se, but they are creating like a metaverse headquarters, and probably we'll see more countries moving. Countries that are forward thinking, a progressive thinking with this technology, and willing to just take some chances and see what develops as this newer tech keeps emerging and evolving.
Hmm.
Um, But I do think it's cool. FTX, are they now headquartered in Barbados? Is that accurate?
Not sure. I have to
Feel
investigate
like it
that
is.
one. But if they were smart, they would be.
I feel like it is, yeah.
Or the Cayman Islands. That also seems to be a very popular
Oh,
place
maybe it's the Cayman Islands.
where these cryptocurrency exchanges are based out of. Singapore.
I do understand that the Cayman Islands and Barbados are different places. So please don't think that I'm trying to lump all islands as one. I'm not.
100. And Allie found this article today.
Let's go. We've been telling you guys, we've been telling you this is going to happen one day. And here we are.
This is
Okay.
it, you guys. Bacon Protocol. Bacon. Offers industry first. I'm sorry, I'm a little hungry. Offers industry first NFT mortgages, you guys. And this is what we were talking about, that tokenization of everything that is eventually coming. Why? Because it is more efficient, because you can keep a ledger on the blockchain that's totally transparent and public. Why not? It's perfect. But yes, blockchain technology and smart contracts are helping to expand the residential mortgage market beyond the grips of big banks and governments. Yes. This is so amazing. This is what could happen with this Web 3.0 stuff. If only they would allow this. But yes. So decentralized mortgage banker or mortgage lender, Bacon Protocol, has minted its first 7 mortgages as NFTs, offering investors, borrowers new options for accessing the residential mortgage market, you guys. The interest rate on each NFT mortgage ranges from, get this, 1.5% to 3.1% on properties in the US. Yeah. I
In
mean,
only
you
4 states. In
guys.
only 4 states.
Oh, it says, which states are those? Did it say
It
here?
actually doesn't. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not quite sure.
But the point
Probably
is
if we
that
went
it's
on.
here, it's created, and because it's going to be a set of precedent. It's going to be a use case for other mortgage companies to come and follow in their footsteps to do this stuff too. And we were, so a lot of this stuff is years away, but some of it isn't. So yeah, that is really, really exciting news.
Um, yeah, the way that this is going to work is interesting. By the way, Bacon Protocol only launched their mortgage platform in September. So this is really new. The time that you can get an NFT mortgage, that is not happening in like 6 months. It's still
Mhm.
a ways out, but we're here and we're experimenting. And there's probably going to be a bunch of flops before some protocol gets it 100% right. And then we see other protocols, banks matching the blueprint that the successful protocol ends up with. So the way that this particular one is going to work is it will give homeowners the ability to exchange a lien on their property for an NFT that represents a percentage of the property that they purchased. The NFT buyer, the NFT gives buyers collateral to access other crypto markets, including decentralized finance. The entire process will be facilitated by Virgin-backed Loan Snap, a financial services company that helps American homebuyers save on interest rates and other associated costs. And it is important to note that in this article, they do say that this isn't meant to wait, let me find out the right thing. Okay. The mortgage industry, the Bacon Protocol co-founder Carl Jacobs said that the mortgage industry is not meant to be replaced, but built upon with new technology, adding the NFTs and smart contracts fit perfectly into the lending world, as they are similar to many legal arrangements in real estate with upgraded technology and new features. Yeah, again, I probably won't be able to get a mortgage like this for like at least a year, but I am excited to know that it's happening everything we talked about, like,
I'm telling
oh,
you.
NFTs are just PFPs. No,
No.
they're not. There's so much more. And now when someone's a right click saver, yeah, your little saved image isn't going to get you a mortgage on your house. And we are finding uh this isn't a mortgage opportunity, but over on Solana, let me make sure I get this right. I just saw it today that over on Solana, a project called it is called Pawn Shop Nomies are building the first NFT lending protocol on Solana. You will be able to get an instant loan for Thugbird's Degen Ape Academy, Solana Monkey Business, and others. So that's something to look at too. We've talked about you can possibly use your NFT as collateral to take a loan, and then you have to pay that back, of course. And if you don't, what happens? You lose your collateral. And I'm sure there are going to be some people that don't understand the loan terms and may accidentally lose their NFTs. So if you're looking at opportunities like this, really look into the fine print and know the product that you're going to be using, know what the terms are. Just like any legal arrangement, know what the terms of service are so you don't accidentally make a mistake. I mean, some people might not, they might make errors, bad investments. They might not be able to pay it back and they lose it anyway. But I do think there will be some instances where people lose the collateral by mistake because they didn't necessarily understand what they signed up for.
You guys, it's we're gonna go to our next article because I know we can get caught up. This is so exciting when we see something that we've been talking about for a long time, like start to come to fruition and manifest. So yeah, it's again, this is just all pointing in the direction of NFTs being here to stay, and maybe and not just in a PFP form.
Cardano, Sargent, so you've already signed up for this. If you're still watching, I hope you are. You've already signed up for the server. You're in right away. You do have to select your roles. So if there's something that you're looking for and you don't see it, um, make sure you go to role selection. And also I don't know it offhand. There's a place where you can open up a ticket and someone will get with you as soon
Yeah,
as
because
possible.
sometimes it does take a while because there's a technical glitchy thing, but it never takes more than 24 hours, just in case you're one of the people that get caught up there and they get to it as quickly as they can, you guys. But let's look at this article that you found over, and we just reported this, you guys, about the
Yeah.
NFT drop from Pulp Fiction that Quentin Tarantino was getting ready to drop an auction, and how we were talking about how expensive and how much money we knew that those would go for. But what has happened to your alley?
Well, Miramax has decided to sue as let me get this pulled up on my screen as well. Miramax has decided to sue, as the title implies, Quentin Tarantino over the NFT project that he teased at NFT NYC a few weeks ago. It turns out they feel that he is, despite the fact that he retained ownership to his screenplay, um, and that he was supposed to be able to do whatever he wanted with it, they are saying that he has breached his contract and it's nothing more than a cash grab. So they filed the lawsuit yesterday, and they call it specifically a deliberate, premeditated, short term money grab. On November 2nd at NFT NYC, he had a talk where he announced that he'd be tokenizing seven uncut screenplay scenes and launching them as NFTs in December. Um, each of the NFTs, each of the tokens would be the uncut first-hand written scripts of Pulp Fiction and include exclusive custom commentary from Tarantino revealing secrets about the film and the creator. But Miramax, they're not having any of this. And they're saying that this effort devalues the NFT rights to Pulp Fiction, which Miramax, coincidentally, all of a sudden now
Now they want
intends
to.
to maximize through a strategic, comprehensive approach. Maybe
Wow.
they should have thought about that previously. But they said that they're claiming that Tarantino purposely kept his plans secret, and the announcement has interfered with their own plans.
Right.
I mean, they'll have to have some proof of that, because I'm not really
Hmm.
buying that. And as I mentioned, his lawyers are saying he does have the rights to publish his original screenplay, and that is in his Miramax contract. But by a one-time sale, it's not a one-time NFT sale is not the equivalent to publication of a screenplay, according to Miramax. These things take a little bit of time to play out in
A
court, and this
long
suit was
time.
just filed last night. So let's see. Oh, they have sent him a cease and desist. So if he's going to comply with that or not, I guess that remains to be seen. But this drop is supposed to be next month, and we're already at November 17th. Um, doesn't really leave much time for things to go through court. So
You guys, in other words, it's going to be a long time before we see any Pulp Fiction NFTs.
yeah,
By the time this drags through court, it could be literally years if it's not settled quickly. These things are never settled quickly. So, if you were salivating over the chance to get one, you're going to have to wait a little while longer. I'm sorry. And this news that you found about MoonPay, and Allie had shared with us last night what she thought was happening with MoonPay, who bought $1 million worth of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Um, and now it seems like a little more news has surfaced. Trying to bring it up. This is
yep.
the link here. And what is going on? What is the alpha, or what is the stuff
Okay,
that's
so
happening with MoonPay here?
this morning in a Twitter Spaces, I heard it in multiple spaces. One was just called like Secret Alpha, and I think the other was the Morning Alpha show. Um, I think. But what they said is, according to on-chain analysis, someone has discovered that, and this is not surprising, really. No, I didn't think of this at first, but it's not really surprising. But it has been discovered that Jimmy Fallon didn't actually buy his Bored Ape. He was given the Bored Ape by MoonPay,
Hmm.
and Post Malone was given 100 Ethereum to purchase his Bored Ape. We did say that MoonPay had purchased over $1 million worth. Um, yeah, this is basically non-disclosed agreements that are happening here. So, is there non-disclosed advertising? Because according to the FTC, you have to disclose any paid agreement. And not only did this whole Bored Ape thing happen, but I remember telling you guys on Monday that when Beeple was on Jimmy Fallon mentioned MoonPay multiple times.
Wow.
Um, so like, how is he getting? Who knows what the contract says? There's clearly some sort of agreement there. Like, you don't just randomly mention MoonPay and that you bought a Bored Ape with MoonPay, and then Post Malone, his MoonPay purchase of Bored Ape, that is in his actual music video with The Weeknd. So we probably should have assumed that there was some type of advertising there, because you don't put brands in without any agreement. Like, product placement is a big deal and it's big business. But I just think MoonPay could have done a much better job communicating to the public that
This was
this is not
sponsored.
organic. It's paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% there. And that's why we say never ever let influencers or
Yeah.
celebrities make your crypto NFT choices for you. Do your own research. Not saying that BYAC, I mean, from a business perspective right now, it is one of the top NFT communities, it is considered an NFT blue chip. And maybe this is just to make sure that the brand continues in the event there is a crypto slash NFT winter, making sure that they continue to get their name out there. And celebrities are, a great way to do that. And so many of them seem to have been jumping on the Bored Ape Yacht Club boat of late, or yacht.
I do want to say this is not me just assuming this is product placement. Just for information's sake, and if anyone wants to fact check this, there is some tweets of someone that has done the analysis, and they have checked out Etherscan, and they have all the transaction hashes, and it clearly shows what was going on here. MoonPay is listed here multiple times. By the way, excuse me, I said they sent Post Malone 100 ETH. He was actually sent 75 ETH to purchase, and then an additional 100 ETH after that.
Okay, well, that's clear.
So let me just make sure. This is a thread, and I just want to make sure that I get it right, so I can post it in the chat in case anyone is curious and they would like to check it out for themselves. Here we go. But I will say, on a positive note, yes, Lil Baby as well. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you. I know, I'm pretty sure Dallas was in on one of those spaces that I was listening to. And I think
Didn't
that
you
one
say
was the
somebody
morning
named
alpha.
Trevor? Didn't you text me earlier? It was somebody else.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
That's
let
so
me
weird.
see.
Oh, no, I said to remind me of Ice Cube and Trevor Jones.
Okay,
That's
I was like, were
something
their
completely
names
different.
in the
Yeah.
MoonPay, or that's something different?
Yeah,
Okay,
no, it's something different. It's something really
okay.
cool, but different. Trevor Jones is one of my favorite artists in this space, but we could get to that in 1 second. There is positive news about MoonPay though. MoonPay is really easy to get crypto, and for a while, the U.S. was not a jurisdiction that was able to use MoonPay. That has since changed, um, and to prove this fact, Phantom has now onboarded MoonPay into their most recent update. And in that update, like when you update your wallet, the next time or when you update Brave or wherever you have your Phantom wallet, the next time you open it, you will see that there's going to be an option for MoonPay in there. So you now have a fiat on ramp right inside your Phantom wallet. And for someone that is very new to crypto, that's a super easy way. It's just like I'm pretty sure there's a fiat on ramp in MetaMask as well. The weekly limit there is very small. It's not MoonPay. Do you remember who that is, Corey? Or anyone in the chat? Feel free to speak up. But
Transk is on MetaMask.
okay.
TRANSK. Yeah.
Okay, so now Phantom has MoonPay, and I think that it is a positive thing for someone that's very new to crypto. And I guess sometimes if you're lazy and you're in a rush, that works. You've got an easy way to get something. Like if you need to, just know there's going to be an expensive fee in there. But if you just find out about an NFT at the last second, or you find out about a new token, and some news is going to drop, and you know people are buying the news, and you need to get it quick. You don't have time to be bubbling around sending from exchanges. Now you can do it right on your Phantom wallet. I think that's a positive thing, despite this news, and it brings in more new people to crypto, which is what we talked about earlier on the show. Now, Corey just mentioned Trevor. I sent her a text today saying, "Please remind me in the show so I don't forget." Just say Trevor Jones and Ice Cube. So today, I saw a tweet, and I think we may have reported on this, that Trevor Jones, who is the artist behind Bitcoin Angel and he just recently had a major auction for an NFT and a real whiskey cask. Cask. I think it's cask. Basically, it's like a wooden barrel of whiskey. That was within the past 30 days, actually. He has a collaboration with Ice Cube, and I do want to share my screen for this because there is a video that goes along with it with the artwork. They did a collab for Ice Cube's newest release. And I have it pulled up now. Trevor Jones tweeted, "Regardless what happens today, tomorrow, I'm so proud of what Ice Cube and I have created. The time, effort, conversation, teamwork, creativity, emotion, and even tears put into this have pushed me to new places, new levels, and I'll forever be grateful to Cube for this opportunity. There's going to be an auction on Nifty Gateway for this piece. It is Trevor Jones art and Ice Cube single. Ice Cube now has his Twitter header and his profile picture from this piece of art that I'm going to show you right now. So I just want to get it to the beginning, and let's go and share my screen. It's pretty cool. Must have taken a long time to make this. Okay. Here we go. I hope I click.
Wow, look at that.
Share audio. Let me know, because I'm gonna press the.
So I guess he's following behind Ice-T.
Just sit
Can
there
you hear it?
and just take
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Say shit, don't say shit. Just sit there and just take it. Censorship. Say shit. Twitter ban. Say shit. No Instagram. Just sit there. YouTube is his too. Facebook. Say shit. It's Facebook. Say shit. Alexa. Just sit there. The bitches don't catch up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak with the help of the speaker. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak with the help of the speaker. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak with the help of the speaker. I'ma stand up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak up. I'ma speak with the help of the speaker. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Just sit there and just take it. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Just sit there and just take it.
I think that's really cool. I like. Oh, let me stop. Sorry.
I have mixed feelings about Ice Cube, but you know, that music is dope. It is.
Yes, and I can understand why. I'm pretty sure I know why. But I'm only commenting on the art here. I really do like
the
Trevor
art is
Jones.
great. It is. It's actually very, very nice stuff, and very, very. I thought that's original stuff right there. And we talk about music and NFT mix. That's
Yeah.
it's
I thought
super
there
creative.
was a link to the auction.
Are you on Trevor Jones's Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Trevor Jones. Maybe I'll look on Ice Cube's and see if it's on there. Here we go. Nifty Gateway. Here, don't say shit. Just head to Nifty Gateway to place your bid. Bidding is live and started 2 hours ago. Place your bid at niftygateway.com. So I am going to head over to Nifty Gateway and see what sort of price we're looking at.
So it's an auction. Is it a one of one?
I'm going to find out right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Right on the homepage. Here we go. It is man versus machine, and I'm sure it's wait. Actually, let me just share my screen instead of you just staring at my face while I attempt to quickly read the article. It's not an article, it's the description of the auction on Nifty Gateway. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry about that slight delay. So yeah, it's a 24-hour auction, man versus machine, and here we can see the piece that Trevor Jones had shared, and this is Ice Cube's profile picture over here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I am going to skim it, and I don't know how big it is on your end if anyone can read it, but this is right tiny. On the Nifty Gate. Yeah, I need to figure out.
Oh, it is a 101. I see that. Yeah, that's big enough to read. Yeah.
It starts at 6:30 and it will end November 18th with staggered closing times. Okay, so it looks like there's multiple pieces. Superhero, your homeboys hate you. Feel the bite, speak up. And there's also a link to this YouTube video where you can, this is another thing. Every single thing that Trevor Jones does is AR. All of his pieces are overlaid with AR. So if you had the particular app, you would be able to see what it does. Like he has a very famous bull that was auctioned off a couple years ago that has an overlay. The Bitcoin Angel has an overlay, and it looks like this one does as well. And you will be able to see the whole collect. Let's see how long this is, if we can watch it.
If you're looking at your man and he look like a scarecrow, superhero. He acting all tough like Robert De Niro, superhero. Add it all up, he still equal to zero. Superhero. I'm coming to arrest you, or coming to the rescue. Superhero. It's a bird, it's a plane, nigga stronger than a train. That bitch Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got it. Don't get us banned from YouTube.
I know.
His face look, Alexa.
There's no option to like mute it either. It looks like you can watch a whole video on this. I thought it was just going to briefly scroll through the videos. I did not pre-watch this, so I do apologize everyone for the language here. But this is actually really cool. I really need to learn how to make this bigger, but Corey, can you see that in his face there's people in here?
I do.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if
you
that was coming
you
through.
can see it. Whoa,
and
look
here
at that.
It looks like
what was the reserve? Roll back a little bit. Did I see $38,000?
Whoa, look at this.
When is that? Oh, look at the bids, you guys. Look at the bids on
88,000, 42,000, 38,000, 75,000.
Yeah.
Man, a pleb like myself stands no chance.
Maybe next year. Oh, look, one sold for $50. Well, those were the $15,000 ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whoever clicked the button first got
these
those.
Also, yeah. All
not a surprise. Ooh, $5,000. I don't think
$5,000. I could have afforded 5,000.
Hey,
2,000.
There's a 2,000. I wonder how many of each of those they had. That's interesting.
Probably one, because
not that many.
This is my guess.
All right, Trevor did a great job.
Yeah, I really like this guy.
Whoa. And congrats to Ice Cube, because it looks like it's a very successful first drop. So, again, everybody's jumping in, so it's not a surprise to hear that. And I hope that Trevor Jones got his fair share as well.
I'm sure. Hopefully
he did. You guys, tomorrow night, because we're running out of time for tonight, I'm going to share with you a new aggregator, NFT aggregator, where you can buy, sell, I don't know how many times you've been on OpenSea and you wanted to batch buy something, but you had to do one transaction at a time and a separate gas fee for each one. So I have an aggregator I'm going to share with you that's in beta that's very, very good. I've actually used it today.
The lady that's not buying NFT.
I was just testing it out to see, how it was flowing. You can buy, sell multiple things at one time with one gas fee, because we're all looking for ways to save money on gas fees, and especially with Ethereum. So I'm going to share that with you. Be here for tomorrow night to watch that. And I love you guys very much. Kiss your family members. Tell them you love them. Give them a big hug. And we'll see you again for another episode of Around the Clock tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Bye, guys.